Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Loving Pablo. It's the story of Pablo Escobar and how he fell in love with some journalist who was played by Penélope Cruz, and that ended up being his downfall. Maybe how he got caught or something like that. Javier Bardem plays Pablo Escobar. Also starring, besides Penelope Cruz, is Peter Sarsgaard. Remember him from Green Lantern? He was the bad guy. Anyway, so 2 hours and 3 minutes. Check it out. It should be pretty interesting. I'll see where it goes, and I'll give you a better idea of what the synopsis is about after I watch a little bit of it and tell you what I'm thinking so far, and then we'll take it from there. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the end of, we're at the credits of Loving Pablo. And, I don't know. It wasn't as good as I had hoped. A little boring. Obviously no check-ins. I was going to start this off by saying it's the rise and fall of Pablo Escobar, but really they don't show the rise. It starts off and he's already rich and a billionaire and running drugs. They show a little bit of drug running, you know, halfway through the film, but other than that, it's mainly about his relationships, his relationship with Virginia, the journalist, the Colombian journalist, TV host, or whatever it was, his wife and his family kind of stuff. And it's a 2-hour movie all about that. So it didn't really grab my attention. I did like Javier's. I think he did a good job. I'm curious to know, and I don't know this because Pablo Escobar had like a big belly on him and stuff like that. He was a bigger guy. I mean, not like, but he was like you know, pot belly kind of thing. And I want to know if he really put on that weight himself or if that was a costume, because that was kind of interesting. One of the things that I really struggled with, so they speak Spanish as well as English, of course, throughout the film, and they even in regular sentences they intertwine the two different languages, which is fine because they had subtitles for when they were speaking Spanish. That was easier to understand than their English. I had a hard time discerning what they were actually saying when they were communicating, so that made it less enjoyable for me. I rewound it a couple times to try and rehear it, things like that, and it was just difficult for me. So you know, that didn't completely ruin the film, but it made it hard for me to enjoy. And like I said, it didn't keep my attention. It was very dry, very long, and I don't know, not my favorite cartel drug running Mexican drug lord movie of all time. This one was not for me. The only thing I did like was his acting, but I think he's a good actor no matter what. I wasn't too crazy about Penelope Cruz's acting. But there you go. I don't know. I don't have much more to say. It was based on her book. So just to briefly understand, he meets her, he's married, has kids, has kids, and he starts a relationship with her. And then she ends up breaking up with him because while dating Pablo Escobar, it kind of ruins her life, ruins her credibility. Like I said, she was a journalist or a TV host. She gets fired from there. I can't get a job anywhere, but she knows that his reputation is killing her career. She's getting death threats, so she breaks up with him. Then, you know, and this is all within 2 hours. This is how long this takes. You know, she breaks up with him, but then because she can't get hired or anything like that, she goes back to him for help. And of course, he's not giving her any help, any money or anything like that. And of course, now she's gonna get revenge on him and, you know, write a book or tell the government on what he's done. That doesn't play out so well for me in this movie. I mean, I get it. Like, if they would have told it that way, they make it appear that she's the one who busted him, but when you watch the film, that's not what really happens. You know, at least that's not what I got. I get it, she did tell the story to, I don't know if it was CIA or FBI, whatever. She tells him to a government entity, and, you know, they show that, but that's not what led them to him, at least not in this movie. So I think they did a bad job of connecting those dots on the whole movie, on what I think the whole thing was supposed to be about him falling in love with her and that being his demise. I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. It's too long for me to recommend for you to watch. If you're interested in seeing it, check it out. But there's not much there, I don't think. I think I've given you everything you need to know. But if you do, let me know what you think if you watch this. I'd love to see if I missed anything, some neat details or something like that. But otherwise, I'd stay away and watch something else. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Sorry it wasn't better. Kimmel's Irish Pub.